Okay, so here we are with Hurricane Sandy. As you can see, our property and our property across the street, the neighbor's property, it's really all good. So for those of you who have been wondering, this is what it looks like. There's no flooding here. This is our house. This is fine, no problem. Here's the ditch across from our house. You can see the ditch is okay. Now I'm gonna take you down. You know we live on the end of two dead-end streets. When we come this way, you're dead-ending because there's marsh back there. So there's one row of houses back here, but right behind these houses in their backyards, there is marsh. So now I don't know if you can see that, but all of that white stuff you see there, that is water. So you see how it's coming up. I'll keep going close to our dead end. Okay, we're coming up on the stop sign here. Okay, so this is the end of the line, the dead end. And you can see all of the water is kind of coming close. I mean, we walked a long ways to come here, but there's the water coming up from the marsh. And we go this way, and this is a dead-end road too. And it's the same issue. It dead ends because we're in marsh. So as we walk this way, here's our neighbor Sam. And see his house is starting to get pretty floody. And you can't tell, but way back there is another house. That's Bob and Nancy in that house. You can't see real well, I'll move. But they put their house on a 5-foot crawl space because of that flooding possibility. So here's neighbor Sam's house. Now back behind it you can see Bob and Nancy's house. So they're really in the marsh. This is Jim and Cindy's house, the red one. You can see the water's come up. I'll zoom away. So you see I'm walking on the road here, and there's their house. So they're completely surrounded. They're pretty low. The tide is 6 feet 8 inches right now. This is high tide. This is as bad as Sandy's gonna get for us. Won't change now except for better as we go. Here's Jim and Cindy's house. Can you see in their backyard it just goes, they look like they're in the middle of some kind of a lake. Right here we're coming down to our dead end. You can see the situation here. Bill and Angie's house is doing fine. They don't really have it. This is our neighbors. You look at our front door, this is the property that would be to the left of us. So their ditch is full, so see this is the ditch. The ditch is full, and then basically the ditch just melts into the yard. So we'll keep walking down to our dead end. So again, this dead ends because there's a marsh. There used to be a little ferry point here, and people could get on the ferry and take bricks to downtown Norfolk, I guess, or maybe they take them to Virginia Beach. I don't actually know where they took them, but bricks. So again, to the left, here's Jim and Cindy's house. See, that's not great. They're up high enough on their crawl space, they're okay. There won't be any problem, but still. Right now, this is a house that's just being rented. That's a big house. You can see a lot of water, but the house is still plenty high. They're up there, and it won't get any worse than this, right? So it's gonna be okay. I'm coming to the end of our dead-end street. So I stop here because the water has taken over the street. So if we look left, that's marsh going that way. There's Wayne's house. I wish I could show you Wayne's house. Matter of fact, I might try to go show you Wayne's house. Nobody lives there right now. That house is on a huge property, I think like 6 or 8 acres. I'm gonna zoom here. So this is on the way to the marsh. So normally, that's a basketball hoop and they just laid it down on purpose. I don't think the wind blew it down. But sometimes when we go for a walk, we'll touch that basketball hoop and then turn around and come back. So again, here's our neighbor who rents his house, a big house right on the marsh. If we look to the left of the house, it's marshy to the left of the house. And then we go this way, that's more marsh. And this way, we have more marsh. Now one more thing, if I can get a little closer, try to show you Wayne's house. I'm slogging through water now to do this. It's not deep water, but it's making my shoes wet. Now it's getting a little deep. So can you see this is Wayne's house? And so I am standing in water. Let's see if I can show you my shoes. So, you know, that's pretty deep. So, now, so that's Wayne's house. This one, nobody lives here, and probably because it just floods too much. They need to jack this one up if they want to keep a house here, which you do. Normally it's not flooded. It needs to be up on, you know, a very tall, a 4-foot crawl space or something like that would be nice. So now I'm going to spin around. Here comes the rental house. They're okay. And there's our street. We're going to go back toward our house. And you can see that car, perhaps you can see that car coming down our street. So we're fine. You see the headlights? We're fine. Everything's fine. Thanks for worrying about us.